Hi, Tracy. All right, so we are going to just dive right in here. I love this. I love the skirt. I love everything about what's happening with this photo. It's beautiful. Your maternity. That screams maternity, and because it is. So, the thing I'm noticing right off the bat here is a ton of repetition on right on your homepage here. And I'm sure it's because you want Google to see your keywords and all of that. But Google's really smart and it's totally unnecessary to be really repetitive. So it says East Tennessee's premier maternity photographer. East Tennessee's premier maternity photographer serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas. And then I flip over here and it says premier maternity photographer, Knoxville, Tennessee. And then we flip it again. It says Knoxville maternity photographer, Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh, so we have 4 different things saying where you are and what you do and that you are the premier, which is great. However, you do not need it 4 times, and this is prime real estate for something else. You do not need the where you're at on every single one of these slides. You don't. Honestly, I would much rather see something along the lines of talk about, I don't know, oh gosh, lost my train of thought. But like, beautiful little things about, they'll be here soon, your baby will be here soon, or they'll be in your arms. The moments before, like just something that cues into love, or even your style. I mean, vibrant, alive, just, I don't know what other word. I can't come up with another word right now. Running out of words now. But some other taglines in here that pull at emotion, right? Or emotive and alive and I don't know, just other words. Come up with other words. My brain, I'll come up with other words in a little bit. But for now, it doesn't need to be repetitive. That's my main point here. We don't need repetition on this when you have it right here as the biggest thing. Okay, so I'm gonna keep scrolling here real quick. We're gonna come up with other words to put on your thing there. Okay, so Tracey Hibben. That is your logo. This is not. And this is kind of freaky looking. So I'm going to hit play, but I'm not sure what to expect here.
I actually started out photographing my youngest son in sports and football.
Oh,
My mom loved
it's
photography.
you talking.
You should start doing family photography. And I was like, no, I don't want to just be some other mom with a camera. Like, oh, that's what you should call it, just another mom photography.
Oh. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it out there. Oh man, that just like got me. Um, this is beautiful. Like, this is really, really beautiful. Oh, I need a minute. I actually kind of just got choked there. I don't know what just happened, but those 30 seconds were not what I was expecting. I was not expecting to hear your voice. I was not expecting to hear the story behind your name. And the imagery that went with it was absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if I can finish watching this 5 minutes because I'm pretty sure I'm going to cry if I do. Okay, I'm gonna back up real quick. What is that? What is the thing that's happening here? Okay, behind the lens. Tracy, where does it? Oh my God, it goes through your studio, your gallery, all of this. Okay, so on YouTube, you have the option of changing the thumbnail, the main card that you see before you start playing the video. You need to change that, okay? And I can show you how to do it if you can't figure it out. But you absolutely don't need whatever that your name in the side profile, whatever it was defaulting to, you need to change it because this video is this is amazing. I only watched 30 seconds and I seriously, when I am done with this review, will probably sit down and watch this entire video because it's beautiful. Just the 20 seconds I saw of it, honestly. This is amazing. But that initial thing that I saw where I said it kind of looked creepy, you need to change that, and you can. YouTube totally lets you change that. So you do. You need to make it one of your photos, or you can even make you can have one of your photos and put like a whitewash over it and put like learn about us, or whatever. Like, what else is in here? Like, I know you're okay. I'm just gonna play a little bit more here. So it's like your photos, it's you working, it's your studio. God, this is like so freaking cool. Yeah, so you need an initial card that it's not just behind the lens. I mean, this is you. It's because it's pulling straight from them. So it's their fault. Okay, if you have a copy of this video, you need to upload it to YouTube yourself and put your own title card on it. I would get it off of their YouTube. I would get it on your own YouTube, because if they ever decide to delete it, it's gone. Not that they would, but people are jerks. So I would get your own copy of it. Download it from YouTube if you can. There are like plugins and tools you can use to download it yourself, and you need to put it on your own YouTube. And you need to fix that title card, and you need it to call it something about, it needs to say like learn more about, or I mean, I don't know, all about just another mom photography. Like, seriously, it can be all about and then your logo. Like, that's what the title card needs to be. Because behind the lens and your name, I don't know your name yet. Like, you're just another mom photography. So this title doesn't really tell me anything. And that title card that had the profile and it in your name in a weird font, it looked creepy. So you need to fix that. Whatever it shows before you start playing, that needs to be on brand as well, because this is incredible. This is truly an amazing thing that they created for you. So I'm going to keep scrolling because I don't know if this is necessarily the best place for this video. Okay, so you have your things here. You have see my work, maternity, family, sports. Ooh, I love that it shifts like that. That's really fun. See more galleries. That's going to hit your portfolio. Okay, we're linking out again. And again, okay. And you have a little review, and you have your Instagram. Okay, all right, so your homepage needs a little bit of work, mostly because you're not really telling people what to do. You've told them where you are. This is just spectacular. Oh, man. This is tough because I really want your first thing here to be watch this video to learn more. But I don't think it should be. I think this video, as much as I love it on your homepage, needs to go to an informational page. So I'm gonna open up a couple of your pages here, and we're gonna come back to your homepage in a few minutes. For when I can sort of get a feel for how you're presenting your information. All right, so you have that. You have portfolio pages. You have an investment, a contact. Holy fudgesicle. Why are we doing this? Okay, I'm gonna handle this in a minute. Right now, we're gonna work on the main part of your website. Okay. about you. I don't like that we can't, I'm assuming this is your family, but I can't see your faces, which is super strange. But I can when I shrink down my website. Okay, so consider I'm working on a 24-inch screen, a wide screen. This is not visible. I just see a bunch of bodies. So consider that everyone is not looking at your website on the same type of computer. So you do have to consider where the key parts of your images are falling, okay? On your Tracey Joe, specializing in maternity and motherhood for many reasons. I love this. Okay, beautiful. Learn more about working with me. You got to have a link here. Got to have a link. Learn more about working with me. And we're gonna figure out how to learn more in a few minutes here. But learn more or contact, depending on how we figure out what we're gonna do with your website, because we're not there yet. Either they need to learn more or contact you right here. You need a button. Every single page needs to have what's called a call to action. Every single page on your website needs to guide the client towards contacting you, whether that is getting them to an informational page or getting them straight over to the contact point. Every single page on your website has to follow that path, okay? Testimonials, I love that you have testimonials on here. Oh, and you do have a contact me at the very bottom. Push this contact me up here above the testimonials. If they want to see the testimonials, they'll keep scrolling. But you need a point of contact after the pivotal information. I think that makes sense, right? Like testimonials, are like extraneous. They're extra. That's cool. Some people are going to go read them. Some people aren't. But the key information here is about you. And immediately after that, you need the call to action. And that's true on every single page that you create. After the key information or the emotional connection, whatever it is, but the first key point, you need to have a call to action, okay? And then you can have more information below and then another call to action. That's totally fine. You can have 2 contact buttons on the same page. Like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But you need to make it easy for them to get where you want them to go, okay? Don't let them make too many choices. Or let them make choices, but have it be ones that you've already determined that that's what you want them to do. This is stunning. Okay, hold on. This is your portfolio. Okay, so maternity, family, newborn, sports. Okay, so is this Pixie Set? I feel like I was just on a website like this, and I feel like it's probably Pixie Set. This Instagram banner is like a total giveaway. I don't know if you can, but you need a call to action on this page. And it literally can just be choose the session experience you're interested in. Okay? Like that's all it has to say. But right now it's sort of like a choose your own adventure. And it's like, ooh, which one do I want? And I'm just kind of sitting here twiddling my thumbs. There's nothing saying like what I'm supposed to do. And I know it's obvious to most people to like click an arrow or click a photo to get over to the galleries, right? But just if you can, put some words up here that say, choose the experience you're interested in. That way they for sure know that that is the purpose of this page. Like I know it's the purpose of this page. You know it's the purpose of this page, but not everybody might. You kind of have to just treat everyone like they've never been on a website before. Like, does that make sense? Like, imagine every person who comes on your website has no idea how to navigate a website. And that's how it should be set up. It should be so stupidly easy to get them from your homepage to your contact page on a specific path of your creation. Okay, so every page, again, needs to have a call to action. Choose the experience you're interested in. And then they're like, oh, okay, which ones do I want to look at? Now I'll pick. Like they for sure know that they're supposed to click on one of these things, right? That it's not just 4 images in your portfolio. All right, so I am going to go through some of your portfolio pages and see what's going on here. Okay, so Knoxville maternity photographer. All right, cool. We don't really need Knoxville or photographer. And I know you're trying to work your keywords in. This is just not the place to do it. Wow, there's a lot happening. Oh my gosh, you do have information on here. Okay. That's fantastic. Okay, so you have a slider, you have information. Beautiful. I am so proud of you. This is great. Right here, remember what I said? Information, contact. Okay? Information, contact. And we have more photos in a slider. Beautiful. And then we have that video again. Yeah, we really need to change this. This is super creepy. And the video is beautiful. Like, you need to change this this card. Knoxville maternity photographer again. And then ginormous logos for where you're a member, and then testimonials. Okay. I would get rid of these. These really don't need to be on this page at all. These are definitely, these badges really just need to go on your about page. And I think you had a couple on your home page, right? So like, yeah, this is cool. There are 4 of them. They're really small. They're at the bottom. That's fine. You do not need them again on your maternity page, and they certainly don't need to be gigantic. So definitely, I would just get rid of them. There's no reason. And get rid of this. You don't need this on here again. If anything, you need to edit your footer down here where it says copyright all content and say Knoxville maternity photographer. Like, that's it. That's all it needs to be. Just write in your footer. You do not need it on every page. You're the second person today to do this keyword thing where they're like randomly just listed on their pages. Google is smart. When you start writing things like this, talking about pregnancy and images and photographing life and maternity gowns, Google knows what the heck you do, girl. Google knows what's up. Their AI bots are smart. I'm telling you. You do not have to put Knoxville maternity photographer for Google to know that that's what you do. Okay? It knows that on your homepage you put Knoxville maternity photographer, and it knows that this is another page on your website where you're talking about maternity gowns. Okay? And if it says Knoxville maternity photographer down here in your footer, literally all you have to do is just talk about what you do. Okay? There's no reason to have all like those keywords over and over and over again, because all it's going to do is piss off Google. Google does not want to see it multiple times, and you have it a lot on your website, and it's going to cause competition between your pages, and that's not good. So don't worry about getting those keywords in there like that. Worry more about the words you're using when you give information. Okay? So this is good. You have information, and then you need a contact me. Okay? I'm really hoping that this is the same. Again, you don't need this up here at all. It can literally just say newborns. And then, oh my God, you have another video. You have a whole newborn promo? Girl, this is like so freaking cool. Okay, and you do have your own YouTube. And that the main image thing that came up on here was like, it was perfect, right? Let me refresh and see if it shows again. Okay, yeah, that's an awesome card. That is much more like, I want to see what this is, okay? Versus the other video that has a different front card, right? So yes, this is much better. I wish there was a little text on this card that kind of says what it is, but this is already better than the other one. And I really love that you have it on your newborn page. And then you have your newborn gallery. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, this is huge and really not necessary. but it's all the way at the bottom. So, I mean, it's up to you if you want to leave it on this page or not. But you still need words. You do still need words here. You have this nice big photo with your page title. It really should just say newborns or newborn photography. And then you need that emotional connection here. You have the information, like, see, pregnancy is an important special time, and how beautiful she is in this stage of life. Oh my gosh, talk to me about that, right? Because not everyone is going to go watch this video. I would hope they would because it's freaking awesome, but you still need words here because Google's not hearing the words. You still need words for Google. So you do need a paragraph here with a button that says contact me, right? Reach out, contact me, let's chat. You need info, contact button, then the video and the gallery. Okay, so you do have a little bit of work to do here. Family, same thing. Okay, you have a family, you have a slider. Look, see, you have a little blip of thing here. You need a contact me button, okay? Don't see more photos. None of your other, like, this is your portfolio page for family. Why are you telling them to go somewhere else? Right? You see what I'm saying? We go from home. We're going to get them over to one of these galleries. That's going to be the goal, I think, because you do have information on them, and I think that's going to be your best bet, is getting them to choose where they want to go from your homepage. So we'll get to that in a minute. But I feel like you need each of these portfolio pages, okay? They need to be standard, and right now they're not. Okay. Some of these portfolio pages have a big photo at the top, right? Newborn has a big photo, but family has a slider. So that is definitely, they seem like two different pages. And they are two different pages, but they are the same type of page. Okay, does that make sense? Like, they're all your portfolios. They're all portfolio pages. So they all need to be uniform. And personally, my favorite is the newborn page. Okay, this is my favorite by far. I love the big photo. And it is a slide. Okay, that's totally fine. It could be a slide like this. But I like the one big photo. I love how it goes underneath your menu. And it should just say newborns. Okay? And that's true for all of these. I want this on all of these pages. For maternity, I want that simple slide that goes up behind your menu that says maternity. And then we'll have a paragraph with information, contact me, and then if you have a video, put a video, and then the gallery. Okay? See what's happening? We're going to basically put each of these pages into a uniform. If someone clicks on one of your gallery pages and they click over to another gallery page, it's going to have the same formula. Okay? Each one of these gallery pages, other than the photos being different, is going to look the same. And that's very key because you don't want people flipping from gallery to gallery and thinking they're on some kind of different page. It's very disorienting. When they're expecting a gallery, they're going to expect it to look in that same sort of formula on every page. Photo, info, contact, gallery. Okay? Or photo, info, contact, video, gallery. That is your formula. Every single one of these portfolio pages needs to have that same formula. And I would absolutely do this as your top image on all the pages. Like, we're not, obviously not the newborn photo, but the one big photo in behind. It is just stunning. And it highlights your menu up here, and it gives you, there's enough of like a photo, and then you have the word stuff, and then they're going to keep scrolling for more photos. What happens when you do something like this is you see how it fills my whole page and it scrolls. So your clients might stop here and be like, oh, this is just the gallery. And then they're done. There's like nothing they're in, but there is information like below the gap. So it's not super obvious when you put the gallery at the top. But if you had just one big, like this one right here, or God, this is gorgeous too, or even like one of the family photos, but like one big, oh, even that, or that's gorgeous. Oh, this one. Okay, so like if you were to take this photo right here and put it as the main image up top here, then talk about your investment, okay? Then if you wanted to put this video, because I know this had a lot of maternity in it, right? This had a lot of maternity in it. So you could totally put this video here, right? Like the newborn, we have the text, we'll have a contact button, and we have the newborn video. You could totally put this behind the lens video right here and then have your slider gallery. Okay, so we're setting up all of your gallery pages with the same formula. Okay, large photo, text, contact, video if you have one, then your scrolly gallery. All right, that is your formula. Every single one of your gallery pages should match. They should all look like that. Okay. Let's see what we got. Yeah. And then on the family page, get rid of this. Like I said, you're not going to push them off somewhere else because that doesn't match your other gallery pages, right? Like if they wanted to see family, why are you going to push them off to some other genre? You should just have contact me. Like there's no reason to shove them out somewhere else when this is what they wanted. See what I mean? So we're creating a path through your website. Okay. I also don't like that I see your logo gets lost on the white. So that's another reason for you to totally keep a photo behind on every single page because you don't want to lose your logo when you flip over to a page like this. Okay? So definitely make that a uniform thing across your whole website. And sports, okay, fine. Sports is a weird one, but you still need information, okay? I would really love to see a big photo up here. Like, I mean, like this, that would be so great up at the top. Honestly, yeah, that would probably be the one I would just put up there. I don't mind the gallery like this. I don't mind a scrollable gallery, but this photo, make it the nice big one up at the top. Sports, talk a little bit about why you do, what sports photography is about, and then contact me, and then the gallery, okay? Same formula every single time. Every single time. See, here we go. Look, here's your formula. Okay, so investment. This is where you can this is like live or die right here, your investment page. Some people will come on here and they'll be totally into your videos and then they hit your investment page and they're like, no, I'm not doing this. So, okay, investment. Preserve your best memories. All sessions require a $50 non-refundable retainer fee. Okay, so even though we're talking about pricing, you still need to keep an emotional connection. And just straight up putting this out there is not going to do it. You've just told me that I have to give you $50 and I don't get it back. And I'm not, that is totally standard. Do not get me wrong. That is very normal. That is a very good thing to do. 50 is a little low, but this isn't the place for it. Okay? So if anything, this is the spot to talk about how it works. And I wouldn't even call this an investment page. I would call this an information or session info. Don't call it investment. I would call it session info. And I would change this and I would talk about the technical aspects of working with you. So like the first thing is we contact you, right? What happens after I contact you? Like, do you do all the planning? Do you pick the locations? Do I help? Do I pick the clothes? Do you have clothes? I did see you have a maternity closet, but it was sort of like a blip in there. Tell me the technical points of working with you. And it can literally be like step 1, blah, 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 blah. Step 2, blah, 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 blah. Step 3, blah, 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 blah. Like, it doesn't have to be paragraph formed. Some of it's nice if you have full sentences, like don't bullet point everything, but you can totally still tell people how things work with you, right? How it works. And then after you tell them how it works, have a contact me button. Then if they keep scrolling, then they can see some of your pricing. And I like that you just have packages start at. And contact me, prices start at, and you have an FAQ. See, okay. Expand on your FAQ. I'm sure you could do more questions than that. Like, what if the weather is bad? How long do sessions take? What do I need to bring to my session? Like there's so many questions you could add to this FAQ. And I love that you have an FAQ. That's wonderful. So this page is good, but this is more than just an investment page, okay? I'm going to talk about that button in a minute. So this is more than an investment page, and this absolutely does not need to be the biggest thing on the page at all. Like, no, don't even mention this. I feel like most people who come and book photography sessions know that they're going to have to pay something upfront to book. That's pretty standard these days. So I do not think it needs to be like the biggest thing on your page. This needs to be an area where you talk about working with you, how it works, what the process is, and then contact me. Okay? That's what this needs to be. Then after contact me, you can have the packages, and your FAQ down at the bottom. And then another contact me. Okay? Book a session. Let's talk about the difference real quick between contact, reach out, learn more, let's chat, and book a session. Okay? They're all demands. They're all telling the client to do something, right? Contact me, send me a message, let's chat, learn more, book a session. Out of those, which one is the one that sounds like a commitment? I'll tell you. It's the one that's right on this page right now. Book a session sounds like commitment. That sounds like I am booking a session, right? Which is great. Some people might be totally ready, but book a session is like really assumptive, and it can be a turnoff for people because a lot of people aren't going to be ready to book you at this point. And I know I can see the link on the bottom left down there. It says that it goes to your contact form, and that's great. Maybe switch up any buttons that say book a session to contact me, or let's chat, or reach out. Something that is specific and still a demand, but it's not committal. You're not telling them to book a session. You're just saying, hey, let's talk more, right? So that you really have to decide if you want to be like, book a session, or if you want to take a step back and say, let's talk, let's reach out, right? Like, talk to me. I'm here. I'm open. I'm ready to chat about what you're looking for. That's not as committal, but it is still telling them to contact you. It is still giving a command. It's still telling them what to do, but it's not telling them they have to commit to something, right? It's subtle, but it is a difference. Okay, so then your contact page, let's start your journey. Oh, I'm assuming that's you. Very cute name, email, contact. What type of session are you interested in? Send message. Perfect. Simple, short, sweet. I love it. I would much rather see either one of your best photos or a behind the scenes photo of you working. I really feel like I'd like to see sort of like what those videos are. You know, your videos, they show the behind the scenes of you working, sort of like a what I see versus what you see thing. And then you show the photo of what you were shooting. And I think on my contact page, that's what I have. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, honestly, I don't know where I put that. I know I have it somewhere. There is a page where I have a before and after of me working. However, now I'm unsure of where I put it. So there we go. But I know for a long time, I did have a before and after of me. It's a photo of that my client took with their cell phone, just of me from behind, and it's a vertical. And then next to it is the image that I took. So you can see what the clients are seeing and what I saw. So I feel like this, as much as, you know, I love to see your pretty face, this is sort of like the last moment that you're going to be able to show what you do. This is the last time potentially that a client is going to see your work and see what they're contacting you about. So I feel like this needs to be a presentation of what you do. So I would switch this up into something else. As much as I like seeing you, I feel like this is the last touch point. Once they fill out this form, there's a good chance they're just going to exit out and they're not going to go do anything else. And they might go over to your Instagram. But like as far as what you control, your website and what you're telling them to do, this is the last point potentially that they're going to be on your website, and it still needs to make an impact. Okay? I'm going to close that up mine. Okay. So let's talk about coming back over here to your homepage. Oh, it is you. See, it's like the same photo, right? All right. So let's see here. Oh, on this investment page, actually, one more thing. Have that information here, like I said, with a contact button, but I would totally throw that behind the scenes video up in here again. I would totally put that video here again. Absolutely, 100% use that video. And honestly, you know, it's funny. You could do the text, you could have that video, and then you could have the FAQ. And in the FAQ, one of your questions could literally be, how much are sessions, or what do sessions cost, or what can I expect to spend? And then just have a quick breakdown. Families start at, maternity starts at, newborn starts at, right? Super simple. You don't have to break down any of this stuff. And in fact, I have a studio in Oak Ridge, literally can be one of those step 1, step 2, step 3 things. Like 1 is book, 2, you're going to come to my studio in Oak Ridge, or we'll pick an on location, right? So like that's all information that can be up in there. And then the pricing, the packages can just shift down into an FAQ, and this informational page then becomes very emotional. It stops being about the cost and it starts being about what you do. And that's really what it needs to be. Because when you start pushing out prices like this, like on a menu, people are going to lose the emotional and they're just going to get really logical, and they're going to start looking at their bank accounts and if they can afford you, and you want to hold that emotional connection as long as you can, right? So words, tell me technically about working with you, have a contact me button, put that video in here. Okay, put the video in here, get rid of these pricing blocks, and just have a pricing point in your FAQ. I really think that would do you so much better than having a menu. Okay, and it's not even like a real menu. You're not breaking anything down. You're literally just saying packages start at. So like, it's really not even a true investment page. It's just a little breakdown, and it's a lot of space for very little information, like, if that makes sense. So I really feel like if you redid this with information, contact me, video, and then your FAQ, I think this would be so much better. Okay, so I'm gonna get over that in a minute. All right, back to your homepage here. Let's maybe not put this video on your homepage. You need to make an emotional connection here. So it's fine that here you have East Tennessee's premier maternity photographer serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas. But now you need to make an emotional connection. You need to talk about what you do and why your clients hire you and how it benefits them. And in just like 2 to 5 sentences, emotionally connect and make them want to learn more. Okay? And from this point, I do feel like you need to get them over to, this is a tough one. Because normally I would send people to a session info page. That is typically where I would send people okay, so but I think for you, okay, we are gonna do it this way. I would take this video off of your homepage. I would make your emotional connection here. And then say, learn more about sessions. Okay? And you're going to push them over to this, what's right now your investment page, but I think you should change it to session info. Okay? And then from session info, you're going to have the contact. So home info contact, right? Home info contact. From your portfolio pages, once you redo them, you're going to have the text and then info, more info about sessions. So you're going to go from your portfolio pages over to this page. So everything, all of your pages need to push over to this session info page. Okay, I really feel like with that video on here and the step-by-step process, that's amazing. That video, as long as you change that card at the beginning, this is your bank right here. This is the key point where you need to get people, is over to your session info page. Okay, especially once we make a connection, ask them to contact you, but then have that video underneath. That's amazing. Like, that's going to get people in the door. And that's where every page needs to get to, is this informational page, which then links over to contact. So home, info, contact, right? If they decide to go lingering out into your portfolio, they all need to be the formula, like I said. And then I like the newborn video here. But then after the text needs to be up here. You need to say, learn more about sessions. I know I said contact before, but I've changed my mind. So learn more about sessions and push them over to that session info page, which will then get them over to contact. So if they do end up hitting your portfolio first, still get them over to the session info. That is your path. Your main path is going to be home, info, contact. Home, info, contact. Everything else on your website, all of your portfolio pages, your about page should say, learn more about sessions, and pop over here to this session info page, which then on this session info page, it gets them over to the contact. So it's seriously, no matter where they end up on your website, it is like 2 clicks to contact you. And every time it's going to run them through that informational page where that beautiful video is. So if people are following through your website like you want them to, they're going to see this page and that video every time. Okay, so, and then this order here, you need home, and then we're going to go session info, portfolio, about, contact, and then I don't know how I feel about the more. This is a lot of, okay, so there's your blog. I know I just opened like 10 tabs. Okay, so Santa sessions at the studio. Okay, honestly, this is a blog. Like, there's no reason that this can't just be a blog. I don't think it needs to be its own page. It doesn't. Because like this is something you're advertising on social media and you can just link it over to your blog, right? Like this link, this more, it shouldn't be more. It should be blog. And I feel like all of these because these are all mini sessions, right? Yeah, these are all mini sessions. That links out. Yeah, these should all just be a blog, honestly. Oh my God, how cute. Yeah. This could be a blog, and your buttons are all different. Please make sure they're uniform. Christmas baking sessions. Okay, that's uniform. Okay, I like the way this looks. All of them should look like this. But this should just be a blog post, honestly. Easter Bunny sessions. Blog post. It just needs to be a blog post. You don't need separate pages for every single one of these sessions. Like, you don't at all. It just makes it look really cluttered. So I would seriously, is this your, oh, what's new? Okay. So, I think you could change this because this is the blog page, right? Okay. You could totally change this to say, read about mini sessions and like read about my most recent sessions and upcoming minis, right? You don't have to say what's new with you, like it's the blog. Say, see my most recent sessions and learn about upcoming minis, right? And then every single one of these mini pages just should be a blog post. That's it. So that when they're scrolling down, they can see Santa sessions, Easter sessions, Christmas tree sessions. Like, just scroll on down. And then when they click on it, it's all the information they need with a Book Now button. See? So then that really cleans up this menu right here. So it can literally just be your blog. Like, just have that link be a blog. So then you have home, info, portfolio, about, contact, blog. And your blog can have all the information about all of your mini sessions and all of the stuff that you're doing extra. Okay? Yeah, see, same thing. That should just be a blog. That's it. So, okay, so yeah, you really just need to condense this down. There's no reason for all of those to have a specific page. Because also, they're not permanent things. Like Christmas jammies, these are seasonal, which is another reason that it should just be on your blog. Okay? So that's, yeah, there's no reason to make it like a whole page that you then have to like get rid of later on once they're done. You might as well just put it in your blog. And then you have one beautiful link that just says blog. Because also your blog is getting lost in the mix here. So, all right. So yeah, so you have some homework to do, and I mean, your work is beautiful, and you're just lovely, and you got to work on creating that solid path through your website and making sure that similar pages like these are uniform and that you have this same like formula through your whole website. So you'll get there. And if you have any questions, just reach out and good luck.